Man, I miss the days when a goon was another name for a henchman. What's up, degenerates? It's me, back with my first video. So the other day I was browsing my favourite app of all time, Reddit, when I happened to fall down a rabbit hole about a weird subculture on the internet which made me truly shiver my timbers. Gooning. So how do I best explain this without me getting removed off the platform with my first video? Okay, so basically it's the glorification of smashing the like and subscribe button. But it's not. You're smashing something else. But yeah, it's mostly degenerates glorifying beating their schmeat and porn addiction. I mean, that's the too long didn't read of it, but I actually need to explain why this has warranted making a video about it. Mostly because I make videos to entertain, and this is prime entertainment, can't you tell? So when it comes to this, there are like three main subreddits: r/gooned, r/goonets hub, and r/gooncaves. The latter of which I'll be saving for the end. Obviously I can't show any of this shit, so, you know, enjoy my Resident Evil 4 Mercenaries gameplay. If this gets actual traction, I'll make a Patreon and make an uncensored cut of it for all of absolutely no one to watch. Unless you'll want to give me money for a terrible upload schedule. Okay, first of all, r/gooned. I mean, it's literally just people posting porn and TikToks of women dancing provocatively, and that's kind of it. There's a weird amount of posts of women with penises. It's literally the top post as well. The only other top post of note is two twins making out. Okay, I'm done here. Next up, r/goonet hub. This one's probably the most inoffensive. It's just lesbian legs and strong, independent women being independent. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna throw in another sub to slowly ramp up the degeneracy. r/porn relapsed. This one doesn't sit right with me because it's kind of like gooned, but all the captions are kind of taunting the people reading it. It's stuff like, "You should jerk off now!" No, not like that, but it's kind of like a taunt towards people trying to give up porn, and it's like, oh, you shouldn't, you'll never give up because you're a loser, and shit like that. Oh, and you know that shit on TikTok that's like family-like clips with stuff like GTA driving or shitty mobile games on the side that like fucks with your attention and dopamine? Yeah, there's a load of those, but it's TikToks with porn on the side. So it's like double brain rot. Very cringe. And finally, the reason I made this video, r/gooncaves. I want you to cast your mind back. Think about all the shit I've talked about so far, which really isn't all that much. Like, I've been recording for like 3 minutes, and yeah, it took me a lot longer to fucking write all that. But think about everything I've talked about so far. Most of it, you know, it's kept online, right? Like, maybe you have the link saved on a doc or something. Maybe if you're freaky, you download it, but that's it, right? What if I were to tell you, you know, just hypothetically, there are people who print the shit off, and not only that, they make shrines, decorate their room with porn, or even their whole goddamn apartments. That would be crazy, right? Welcome to Goon Caves, where people are chronically addicted to porn, take it off the phone and make it everything. Okay, so one time I was having a look for a uni house with some friends, and there was this one house. It was alright, but one of the rooms had some sort of degenerate staying in it. Because there was this collage thing he'd made, but just said sex on it. And a couple photos pulled out of a Playboy mag or something. I thought this guy was just projecting, and I thought it was weird. So let's compare, like, all of this to alcohol. If that was a light Budweiser or something, then these goon caves are like a pint of fucking absinthe. These people have their entire walls covered in printed off photos of porn. Some of the most elaborate computer setups I've ever seen, but with every single screen with those TikTok edits I was just talking about. Wallpapers porn, they have projectors playing porn on the wall with porn pictures on it. Okay, so let's go to the top posts. The top post is just two dudes jorking it together. Okay, I don't know about you, but doesn't that sound a little gay? I thought at least one person would have said, but no. It's all encouragement from... Yeah, it's all encouragement from blokes, and blokes pretending to be women. Like, if they're gay or bi or whatever, good for them. But you can't tell me that's 100% straight. Next up, the projector room. It is exactly what it sounds like. This motherfucker has 6 different screens, all playing something different, and then he has like another 6 projectors on the walls and the ceilings, also playing porn. Next up, the apartment. This dude has 2 bedrooms and a living room, with every screen playing porn. And every room has printed pictures everywhere. See, this is the thing I thought, right? The kind of main kind of thing there's, you know, you'll get what I mean in a sec. These dudes are probably single, right? Imagine you're in their position, you know, hyperbolically. One night you're out. Oddly enough, you're getting along pretty well with a lovely lady, and you hit it off really well. You both go back to your place, and boom, porn everywhere. How are you clutching the situation? Because I don't know about most people, but to say I'd be weirded out seeing a whole room covered in porn. You know, make me a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe raise a red flag or 2. Maybe even make me run and call the police. I don't know. Next up, a tweet that actually describes this pretty damn perfectly. Why make a video when I could have reposted this? I do not know. And this comment sums up perfectly well. I think people that are into this should probably just come to terms with the fact they're bi. Yes, actual facts. Next up, we got the setup, and this bloke has a wife? That can't be right. An anomaly at worst. Or best, I don't know. Next up, enjoy my wife gooning? Nah, another coincidence. Next up, a year ago my girl didn't watch porn or do quick scoping. Now she is a full-blown quick scoping goonette. Okay, how the fuck do these people have whole-ass wives that are actually chill with this? Or even join in? I don't want to talk about this anymore. Next up, this dude's made a shrine. He's got a load of toys, not Legos unfortunately. He has one of those things that's like literally just a torso, a blown up doll, a non-epic flashlight as well. Shout out to r/flashlights, it's actually about flashlights, which is really surprising. Next up, we have some bloke who's redecorated a hotel room with all this shit. It's a hotel room, my guy. Surely you gotta, like, flee. It's not permanent. Anyway, one last thing to mention is how often people mention weed. The captions are always like, oh, gonna drink, smoke some weed and straight it and chalk it. And by it, I mean my peanuts. So many people smoke or involve marijuana, and I don't know if it's complementary to the experience, the cause of it, or just some fucked up correlation. I'm mostly done talking about this, but I've gotta say, I probably could have been one of these losers. I'm sure in like all the parallel infinite parallel universes. This one is probably just an anomaly. Your boy is pretty darn autistic and very lonely. But I think my one saving grace is that I don't crank the hog. Crank the hog? Yeah, I love pulled pork. But yeah, I don't smack the salami. I only attempted it once and was like, yeah, this ain't it, when I was 14 and never did it again. I know I'm gonna get some people doubting me and some people wondering why I'm even including this, especially in the first video, but it's mostly because I'm not ashamed of it, and that's, you know, it's at least somewhat related to the subject. I feel like this goon cave shit is kind of like a confidence and shamelessness bell curve. I can't really explain it, but something like this feels like what actually goes on. You have the confidence and shamelessness of someone who knows they're never leaving their parents' basement and, yeah, just turn it into their goon cave. Then you got the people with confidence, but with the shame that won't do anything because they know it's weird. And then you go back to the people with a shitload of confidence and no shame that don't really give a shit what others think. But do you guys want to see the most evil, devious, degenerate thing I own, to put everything else you've seen here to shame? It's a Gamer Sub Shaker. Please sponsor me, J Schlatt. Anyway, that's all I've got. I'll make a better video next time. Hasta luego.